Alright, we're gonna disassemble a 38mm Mikuni carburetor. Tools you're gonna need, not necessarily all of these, but chisel with a really skinny flat point at the tip, spring-loaded punch, a nut driver with a 6 and a 9mm socket, really skinny flat blade, Phillips head, and possibly a rubber mallet. So first you're going to take out just the little Phillips screws that hold in the bowl. Take that off, clean it out, do whatever you gotta do. If you gotta take the floats out, you just pop these plastic tips off and they come right out. Next you put the 6mm on your nut driver. Take your main jet out right here. Set that aside. And then next we're going to take our pilot jet out. It's right down in here. That's where you need the skinny Phillips, or sorry, flat blade. And it'll just fall out like that. That's what it looks like. Next you're going to take your float arm off. There's this pin that holds it in. That's where you need the spring-loaded punch. You can just set this ear, if you can see it, the ear on the side of your table so it doesn't break it off or anything. And then just put your punch in there and then just push down until it punches it out. It should be flush, but I've already taken it apart, so it's not. I can just pull it out. Let's take that out. Next you're going to take your needle and seat out. That's where you need your 9mm. Just put it on your needle and seat. There it is. That's where it goes. There's a little gasket that goes underneath it. And then take your little base plate off. Next we're going to take our needle jet out. This is where I just use a rubber mallet. I don't actually hit it with the mallet, I just put it on top and then I just hit it with my palm until it gets flush like that. And sometimes you can pull it out with your fingers at that point, but a lot of times it's easier just take your flat punch and just hit it ever so slightly, because it is soft brass. You can pretty easily mushroom it out. And it just pops out just like that. It comes out from the top, and then you install it from the top also. And then you can use that same flat blade to take out your idle air screw right there. Count how many turns it goes in before you take it out, and then make a note of that so you don't have to mess with it when you put it back together. Or you can just look up the specs online. A lot of times it'll actually say on the underside of the hood, like on my sled. Oh, and also there's a spring on there, so don't lose that spring. Sometimes it'll stay in the carburetor. And then one last thing, your just idle screw here that moves up your throttle block. Once again, there's a spring on that, so don't lose that. And that's all there is to it. Then you can set it in your wash solvent or whatever you're going to do with it and clean it up.